Mortaza here with Heartbeat. I'm going to show you how to create joinable access groups in your community. These are really great when you want to build a choose your own style adventure inside the community, so members can choose different interest groups or even opt into things like an optional accountability group or a book club within the community. You're giving your members the choice to pick and choose which content they get to see in the community. You'll notice we actually do this in our own customer community, the Hearth, where we have interest groups that you can join when you first jump into the community, as well as a channel over here on the left called Join Interest Groups, where you can see these little embeddable group join buttons, and you can click join, leave the groups as needed. We've got one for coaches, one for marketing support, and one for course communities. So we're going to build this, and what we're also going to do is create some easy ways and avenues for your members to opt into these groups. So I'm going to first jump into my test community that I've got pulled up on the side. And I'm actually going to do this based off experience level. So I'm going to create a beginner, intermediate, and advanced group. My members can join it depending on which one they feel best aligns to them, and they'll get all the content that's going to be associated with those groups. We're going to go into our settings, and then we're going to go to access groups on the left sidebar over here. And first thing, we're going to actually create a folder to contain all of these different groups. So I'm going to call this all experience levels. I'm going to color it black just because I use that for all of my admin functionality. We're going to make this admin controlled. No one's ever actually going to join this group. We're just using this as like a folder for all the other groups we're creating. So I'll make this. And now I'm going to go ahead and make my beginner, intermediate, and advanced groups. So I'm going to use these three dots to create a subgroup underneath my all experience levels. And we're going to make the first one, we'll call this beginner. We are going to make this one joinable, so members will be able to actually join this group without us requiring, having to add them manually. And then I could even limit this if I wanted to only say certain members can join, I could do that too. Finally, I'm going to give them access to some content. So earlier I created some channels just for these different groups. And so I've got this beginner channel over here. I'm going to make it private just for this group. So we'll go ahead and make it private. So now if you are in the beginner group, you get access to the beginner channel. Nobody else sees that this channel exists. I'll then go ahead and hit create, and I'm going to follow the exact same steps for the other two groups. So we'll now call this next one intermediate. I can go ahead and add in the intermediate channel over here, and we've got it already set as joinable over here as well. We're going to go ahead and create this one. And then finally, I'm going to go ahead and create my advanced group. So create subgroup, we'll call this advanced. And then we're going to give them access to the advanced channel. Confirm, create. Awesome. So now we have these three groups. We have them set as joinable. The next thing is we just want to make it easier for members to join in. And so there's two places where I'm going to put this. Number one, I'm going to put it in the onboarding, so you can choose which group you want to join during the onboarding. And then second, I'm actually going to add in some embeddable buttons so people can join these groups as they are in the community. And if they want to come in and come out of those groups, they can do that too. The last place that members will be able to join the groups is when they actually go to their own settings. There's a My Groups page. Here they'll be able to jump in and jump out of any joinable groups that exist in the community that they are allowed to see. So I'm going to go into my onboarding setup first, and we're going to go ahead and add this into the onboarding. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a groups question over here to my onboarding. And so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to choose the all experience level group. The way that we do this is we take the parent group, right, that folder that we created, and then we choose that as the option over here, and all of the subgroups underneath it, all the groups that live inside of it, will be the answers that members can choose as they go in. So I'm going to make this single select, and I'm going to ask, what is your experience level when it comes to marketing, right? And we'll allow members to actually choose and select into one of these groups. So I can save changes over here. If I want to preview what this looks like, I can preview this onboarding and just see. I'm going to upload a profile picture, test, go next, test. And then now I have this groups question where I get to choose which of these groups I want to actually go ahead and join. So I've got this question set up. The last thing that I'm going to go ahead and do over here is I'm going to create a post in my community that allows members to join and leave those groups as well. So I could do that over here the same way that we did in the Hearth. I'm just going to call this a chain experience level channel. And we're going to make this read only, so only admins can post in here. And we're going to go ahead and create this. So I've got this, and I'm going to move this over here up to the top, and I'm going to make a post over here that says, ready to change your experience level, update it here. Cool. I'm just going to do a little bit of styling. We'll make this a header. And then now I'm going to create some embeddable join buttons. And I'm going to do that using the $sign, where I'm going to type in join beginner. And that's going to create a beginner button. Same thing for the next two. So join intermediate, and then finally join advanced. Cool. So I've got these 3 options. I'm going to go ahead and post over here. And now I've got these embeddable buttons set up in my community. Members can click and join between them. We can join one of these groups. We can leave one of these groups, and you get access to everything that's associated with it. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know if you have any questions as you're setting up joinable groups in your community. You can reach out to us at support@heartbeat.chat.